Namaskar, Jen. Welcome to Zee Business and welcome to the big idea. आज हमारे साथ एक खास मेहमान, काफी unusual, काफी intriguing and fascinating है इसकी journey. He is one of Northern India's prominent Banya families. He has been a global entrepreneur, super successful in America as well as now in India. Lekin what sets him apart, in the 200 to 300 people we have interviewed for the big idea, he's our first ever entrepreneur / social activist. So aaiye chaliye, let's catch up with Gupta of Nirvana Being.
Fuck all y'all.
Gupta, great to have you on the big idea. Thank you for taking time out क्योंकि आपकी life काफी busy है. Between being the entrepreneur of Nirvana Being to being an activist, your journey has been very exciting.
It
कैसे
has.
unfold हो गया activist?
Firstly, thank you for having me on the show, Diva.
Thank you.
Well, it's interesting because I had never planned to be an activist. Life's journey kind of brought me here. So there was an incident which kind of led to an awakening, a consciousness, and once I was conscious, it was very hard to ignore.
Your eureka moment, would you say?
Yes, I mean absolutely. I was I was actually training for a marathon in Delhi in 2013, and I felt terribly ill. I had respiratory issues for the first time in my life, and it didn't stop there. I developed a patch in my lungs, lost lung function by about 45%. And those 11 months I was, the entire time I was thinking the problem was internal. And 11 months into, just drugging myself for lack of any other solution.
Alternative, exactly.
It was all histamines, steroids, antibiotics, nebulizations.
So ये आपका awakening था literally.
Yeah, then I met a lady who was wearing a mask and in relatively good surroundings. We were on a camping trip, so we weren't even in Delhi. And I was intrigued enough to question her as to why she was wearing a mask in nice surroundings. And she went on to tell me about her symptoms and how she suffers from the effects of air pollution. And I was like, wow, okay, air pollution. I never thought of that. And I was intrigued enough to go home and research air pollution, and I found things, and I found the effects of air pollution, and for me it was like
scary, right?
Finding a cure for cancer, because I found out that my problem was external.
That's scary.
Yeah,
when
it's very scary.
When you're likening it to cancer, इसमें से काफी घबराहट की चीज है.
No, I mean the carcinogens. So people always tell me that we will become immune to this. And these are not allergens in the air, these are toxins as a result of combustion. And these toxins are directly related to lung cancer.
Correct.
So this is
there's no fooling around. I mean,
there's no fooling around,
that.
And what's tricky about air pollution is that you can't see it. Even if you can smell it, it's very short term because our nasal, we just desensitize very quickly.
Correct.
And so it creeps up on us, and we have a false sense of comfort. Even where we're walking right now, I mean, we feel these are great surroundings.
Oh yeah. We feel it's fresh and pure and nature at its most creative and beautiful.
You're sniffling. I'm also, my passages are completely swollen.
Blocked, exactly.
Yeah, and if I have my mask off for an hour and a half, I mean I start wheezing. I mean it just happens like it just creeps up on me like that. So these are we are in a crisis, and what happens in Delhi and India is we're extremely passive,
right,
and people are not aware.
So Jay, I'm understanding that this is how you became an activist. But हम थोड़ा से पीछे जाएंगे. Nirvana Being, share with us the whole dream, the vision of Nirvana Being.
Sure. Well, there was no foresight there. Firstly, I don't want to take credit for having any foresight because it wasn't that. It was actually my own ill health that had me looking for solutions to protect my, to
protect yourself,
protect myself and my family.
Correct.
So, and I went after it with a vengeance because I had suffered immensely. And not only had I suffered, just in terms medically, but it was a lifestyle issue. I'm an addict. I'm addicted to running. I hadn't run in 11 months, which affects, your emotions, your mental psyche.
You're a huge sports
I have to get those toxins out of my body by running or doing something active every day. So this was a huge lifestyle issue for me.
And Nirvana being so, how did it come about?
So, it's interesting. I kept on looking for credible products to protect myself. As and when I found them, I had friends and family who saw me, adopting these products and were like, we want them as well. So at the same time, Bog Mask from the US. So Bog Mask is the product that actually brought me back from the, from my 40% lung function.
Correct. Oh, you give Bog Mask.
Absolutely. I mean, in 3 to 4 weeks, it brought me back. I mean,
That's all?
Oh yeah, it was like magic. It was amazing. And this was right before the Delhi election. So I started, blogging and posting about this on Facebook as well.
Unbelievable. So that time you hadn't really thought about getting into the business of...
I hadn't thought about anything. I mean, it was just,
except
I was aware.
Yeah.
I wanted to protect myself. And I wanted to, share with anybody and everybody who would listen that we have a serious air pollution crisis in our country. And this was right before the Delhi election.